That song is called Immortal Stepper. I think that's a good way to describe myself. How about you? Would you describe yourself as an immortal stepper?
I'm on a stepper long
time.
Morning, Bridge.
You could even call me ancient stepper. I wouldn't complain. After all, we've been around behind microphones for over 30 odd years, man. So, yeah. It is what it is. It's a Wednesday, middle of the week. And we welcome you to Top of the Bridge Up and Go right here on 99 FM, day number 11. Let's get to it. WTF!
What the fact?
You got it.
All right, here we're going to Bridge Nation. The longest bicycle in the world is over 135 feet long. Yeah, why? I have no idea. If you've ever ridden a tandem bike, though, you know that it can be tricky to get one moving. So just imagine how hard it must have been to ride a bike that stretched for 135 feet and 10.7 inches, making it the longest bicycle in the world. Now, crafted by Santos at the University of South Australia in 2015, a group of cyclists did manage to ride the bike, which was much wider than normal, in order to compensate for the length, which was over a distance of 100 meters. Oh, that's the bicycle?
Yes, that's it. It looked like about 150 people on the bicycle.
All right.
The longest bicycle in the world.
I got a couple questions. The first question is why they made this.
Well, how else would you make WTF?
It's, again, you know, so that book, the Guinness Book of World Records, I don't know cause this thing, you know.
Yeah.
I have people just want a record for no reason.
Yeah, I feel maybe in another year or so you might have a longer one too.
See there.
This is what, 135 feet?
Yeah.
And 10.7 inches.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I mean, it look a lot better than I thought it would, though. It look nice still.
Yeah, and everybody look comfortable.
Yeah,
Roman, I could see it again there. I mean, it looks like it provides a comfortable ride.
Yeah, look bossy.
What is interesting, oddly, you're into motoring and all kind of things. For a vehicle, I said a vehicle. For a bicycle that's so long, and it's just two wheels that it has, which are so far apart.
Oh gosh, man.
It doesn't look like in the middle where all of these people are seated that it's sunken or anything like that under their weight.
For a bicycle, Richie, to be that long, I'm actually trying to look at the back of it because for that length, I think maybe they're double wheels at the back of that.
Well, there's a possibility. But I'm thinking
it would
about
be very
the weight.
difficult for them to balance that thing.
Yeah.
Believe me. Trust me. With the length of that for two wheels.
Yeah.
We're not seeing a video, so does it move?
You know what else we not see? No black people upon it.
Oh, well.
Because when I play them, the game tech. You understand what I mean? Say?
Hello.
We don't play
black people don't play it explosive when they play it bicycle we can't balance. You understand what I mean?
Yeah. WTF, ladies and gentlemen, the longest bicycle in the world is over 135 feet long. It is not in Jamaica and will not be getting here anytime soon.
Alright, Bridge Nation, here we are going now. Jamaicans, we have a something to celebrate once again when it comes to our music. Here we are going. Want to know about Coachella? One of the biggest, baddest music festivals in the world. You understand what I mean? Say? And set to make their debut, Jamaican star Shensia, along with American reggae bands Stick Figure and Revolution, will be three acts representing dancehall and reggae at the star-packed Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival, slated to unfold at the Emporio Polo Club in Indio, California this April. Now, the world-renowned festival, which has seen notable dancehall and reggae acts like Chronix, Protégé, and Coffee, will this year be headlined by Urbano music superstar Bad Bunny, R&B great Frank Ocean, and K-pop girl group sensation Blackpink. Now, Golden Voice and AEG promoters of the event have outlined that it will take place on the weekends of April 14th to 16th and April 21st to the 23rd, despite being sidelined by the pandemic just 2 years ago, with this show marking its second since. The event is still expected to draw the usual foot traffic of over 125,000 patrons per day. Now, performing on the day is headlined by Blackpink, Shensia, and Revolution, will be amidst notable stars such as Spanish singer Rosalia, British singer Labyrinth, Kid Leroy, Boy Genius, and a host of other artists. It's a good look. It's a good look.
Definitely a good look.
Well,
Coachella no normal.
No. I like it.
Everybody who makes an appearance there benefits big time.
Yeah, man.
So 3 Jamaicans.
Well, one Jamaican.
One Jamaican?
And an American reggae band, Stick Figure and Revolution. So Shensi I represent.
That is really good.
Yeah, it's a good look.
Yeah, man.
And big up Revolution and Stick Figure. It's interesting to see those bands and how they'll do that. Coachella, given what Coachella is all about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's interesting to see how they perform.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But I'm holding out hope that Shensia will make a big impression. So go for it, girl.
Yeah, man.
All right. Before I give you the story on Eddie Murphy, just want to let you know that Qyor is scheduled to return to court in the Netherlands on January 24. That's this year, January. The prosecution in Qyor's stabbing case has appealed the court's ruling that the reggae artist be acquitted on the attempted murder charge, and a date has been set for the hearing. Qyor was convicted on March 22 on the lesser charge of attempted manslaughter in a judge's-only trial after several damning voice notes and text messages were entered into evidence by the prosecutors. In the voice notes, Qyor had expressed that he would kill the promoter over money owed to him. So he's going back to court on January 24, and we'll see what happens after that.
Oh, boy.
Now, to Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy has brought the slap into 2023. That Will Smith slap on Chris Rock. Yeah, he was giving an acceptance speech.
Oh, say something.
Yeah. For the Cecil B. DeMille Award at the Golden Globe ceremony last night, and he found a way to sort of regurgitate that slap that happened in his speech.
All right.
I want to let you know that there is a definitive blueprint that you can follow to achieve success, prosperity, longevity, and peace of mind, he said. He continued, it's a blueprint that I've always followed in my whole career, and it's very simple. He chuckled. Then he says, these are the 3 things. Pay your taxes. Mind your business.
Facts.
And keep Will Smith's wife out of your mouth.
Facts. Comedic genius. Yeah, man. Facts. Simple. Yeah.
You never saw that coming, right?
No. Listen, I want to.
Will's wife name out there.
Listen,
Boss the place.
Yeah, man.
The place mash up. Nobody expected Eddie to go there.
And then my little guy got it, so.
Now, imagine we're talking about the Golden Globes. We're not even talking about the winners. We're talking about Eddie Murphy's speech. Eh?
The slap come back again.
Slap come back in 23.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, only Eddie could have done it still.
Eh?
Only Eddie could have done that.
Yeah.
Because that now come out there.
And more than that, get away with it.
Yeah, exactly. Not now come out there. I boss that.
It boss the place.
I boss that. Not now come out there.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a golden moment.
Yeah, we want to say congratulations to all the winners in the Golden Globes.
Yeah.
A little internet situation here, so my phone is not even opening up to the page. But congratulations to all of them. I know persons who were watching it last night and would have had a good time. By the way, we understand that it's, let me see what I'm getting out of Florida this morning.
Oh boy.
In terms of the temperature. I'm being told that it's currently 43 degrees in Florida. Yeah, that's chilly. That's what do you call it?
Coli.
Coli for them, innit?
Yeah.
That's coli for
That's
Florida.
why I don't get so stay so.
That is exactly what the person says.
Yeah, that's why I don't get
That's the reason that you guys are cold.
Coli.
That is what one of our listeners says.
Florida is a tropics, basically. You understand?
Yeah, man. Anything a foreigner feel, we feel it.
Any form of temperature like what you just heard, 40.
43.
That called for them.
Coli.
Yeah, man. All right, that's update. All right, so right now it's time for the proverb of the day.
When dog have money, him buy cheese. When dog have money, him buy cheese.
Dog have money. Hold on, is that spelled D-O-G or D-A-W-G?
It sounds like D-O-G, yeah. What dog got to do with cheese?
But what dog got to do with money? You know, in the dog who have money. I know some DAWGs who've got some money.
Taylor's with cat.
Yeah.
Money.
Only
Yeah.
97 million.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about puss right now.
No.
And you know what they say? Puss and dog have the
Now the
same
same.
look. Yeah, when dog have money, him buy cheese. What that means, my people, Bridge Nation, when someone has excess money, they tend to buy things that they don't need.
Not true.
If you find yourself
Not true.
in that situation,
Yeah, man, not true.
maybe not in January because everybody kind of
Right now,
somewhat broken. January is not the month for that.
survivor mode.
Yeah, but later on the year, if you find yourself with some money, excess money, don't do stupid things with it. All right?
Yeah, nobody go large.
Yeah. Work at a standard size.
Yeah.
All right. So when dog have money, him buy cheese. When someone has excess money, they tend to buy things that they don't need. Don't get caught in that trap. All right, it's now 6:47 and a half, and we're moving on to our pet peeve of the morning. If you don't know what that is, pet peeves are things that others do that you may find annoying, irritating, or even upsetting. Today's pet peeve comes from...
Yeah, someone from the Bridge Nation, Richie, but what going on is that them text this time around. So we're going to work with it. You see me? So hear what them say. Up and go. Two of my biggest pet peeves are mouth sounds and people calling me even though my WhatsApp status says busy.
Oh.
When them say mouth sounds. Oh, like what Richie do. Okay, yeah, man.
I'm just trying to figure if those are the things. I'm not trying to upset you,
Yeah, you know.
listener.
Yeah, you know what
You know, but we're wondering if those are the kinds of sounds that you find upsetting.
Yeah, maybe. But a WhatsApp status one day. People still read people WhatsApp status. But, I can't tell when last we look at a WhatsApp status. So maybe that's the
I know
reason.
you won.
Yeah, maybe that's the reason. Remember the Bridge Nation. Maybe that's why. Cause them not see it. You know.
So I wonder if it's when people are eating or just general. Do people's mouths make
Apart
a
from
noise
talking?
just when they're talking? I mean, apart from the sound that
Yeah.
they make with it. Yeah.
I don't know.
Talking, you know people who when they talk, their mouth makes an annoying sound.
Unless the
I
voice
mean-
annoying. That's another thing. That's another thing, right?
Angle,
there, so.
yeah.
Yeah,
But otherwise it could be when they are eating or something.
I
Or
agree
maybe
with
just,
that one.
like people tend to, if they feel like there's something in their mouth and they feel like they want to get it out, they tend to make some noise by trying to clear it.
You know which one get me? When them throat I scratch them. Oh Lord. But no, that one them and I want to hurt enough people, man. When they go there.
You gave the light version.
When they go and put one finger in the ears. So turn up.
Oh my goodness. I mean, we know that some of you out there do that.
Yeah, no.
We're not knocking you too hard, but just understand that there are some people who don't do it.
Yeah.
And are not necessarily okay with it, but they live with it. You know what I mean? Let's tell you, the 43rd staging of the National Leadership Prayer Breakfast, NLPB, will be hosted in a hybrid fashion on Thursday, the 19th of January 2023 at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel. The theme of this year's NLPB is Strengthening Communities Through Peace, Justice, and Forgiveness. The NLPB committee will be seeking to continue its role in helping to build stronger and safer communities in Jamaica. We can tell you that since 1981, the National Leadership Prayer Breakfast Committee has steered the initiative to promote unity and peace by bringing together the nation's leaders in a day of prayer. Proceeds from the event are also donated to a selected local charity every year. Well, this morning we're joined by Mr. Sheldon O'Connor, Communications. He is in charge of communications for the National Leadership Prayer Breakfast Subcommittee. And also joining us is Miss Clover Moore, Assistant Vice President, Group Corporate Affairs and Communications at VM Group. Good morning to both of you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bridge 99 FM. How are you?
Good morning.
I'm good, actually. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for having
Doing
us.
great.
All right, wonderful to hear that. Is it too late for me to say Happy New Year?
No, it's not.
Happy New Year to both of you as well.
Happy New Year to you too.
All right. Mr. O'Connor, maybe you can start by telling us a little bit more about this upcoming 43rd staging of the National Leadership Prayer Breakfast.
Definitely. Now, many persons wouldn't remember what it was like in the 1980s, but the National Leadership Prayer Breakfast since then has been uniting our leaders together for prayer and consultation, discussion, coming together. And so this year's staging under the theme, Strengthening Communities through Peace, Justice and Forgiveness, is a way of responding to what is happening in the country. Many persons would agree that even though we are far removed from the 80s, Jamaica is in a dark state right now, and we need a lot of prayer, we need a lot of discussion, we need a lot of consultation among our national leaders. And so this event is aimed to do just that.
Mm-hmm. When you look at the track record of this particular event, what are the results that you see happening as out of the staging of it?
Well, in recent times, the event has sponsored several charities. Most recent of which is the Clifton Boys Home. We have done the Randolph Lopez School of Hope, Children First Agency. So the proceeds from the event go directly to a charity each year. But I think the most important thing that the event has done and continues to do is it petitions the heart of God for what is happening in our nation. Prayer is important, it's an important part, and when we come together, no political agendas, but we can come together to pray, I think God has responded and has listened and has been helping our nation.
Which is right. Greetings, Mr. O'Connor. Shelz here.
Yes.
Can you tell us a bit more about the keynote speakers for this year's event and a little on their background?
All right, so this year we have Reverend Bengushi, who is from the United Church, and she is, a stellar in her own right. We also have David Saman, who is a young man who is just awesome. He is a Rhodes Scholar. He's a UE Valley Victorian. And so these two speakers will be coming at the theme, peace, justice, and forgiveness from two different angles. Reverend Benguchi, of course, from a national perspective, and David will be speaking from the youth heart.
Okay.
I happen to know Reverend Bengushi, so I'd like to say good morning to her, by the way.
Nice.
And she's the head of the Methodist churches in Jamaica, isn't she?
Methodist Church, right.
That's right.
Wow.
All right, so she'll definitely bring some wonderful messages to this occasion. Mm-hmm. I'd like to invite our next guest now to join us, Ms. Moore. You are a representative of VM Group, and VM Group plays a very important role in this 43rd staging of the NLPB, the National Leadership Prayer Breakfast. Can you tell us about expand on the role that you play this year?
Well, VM has been supporting the prayer breakfast for over 4 decades. We were one of the sponsors, and then after several early out, we began being the primary sponsor of the breakfast. We believe that it's important to support the purpose of the breakfast, which is to foster unity among our national leaders, bringing people from the public sector, private sector together in one space, student leaders. We've been doing this for several years. And whilst there is discussion that the breakfast is no longer relevant, we do not support that belief because we think that one reason why Jamaica's leaders are able to come together when it's important, one reason why we're able to have smooth transitions whenever we change government is also because our leaders are united around advancing Jamaica, regardless of political lines. And so we think that it's important that we sit together as a nation early in the year, break bread, offer prayer, because we're fundamentally a Christian nation. And VM has been around this year is our 145th anniversary. And so we support purpose-driven work like what the Prayer Breakfast Committee is trying to do, and we think it's important for us to be here and to stand beside them at this time.
Wonderful. Glad to know that you're in full support of this event. What can you tell us about the charitable project this year to be undertaken?
That's Sheldon's question. Whatever the breakfast support, VM turns that into a Labor Day project. So whoever they select, we put a body of our team around, whether going in to offer funds or doing any kind of work, we support it. So wonderful. That's Sheldon's question to answer.
Right. And Sheldon, you might want to take that one.
All right, so this year's charity will be Students Christian Fellowship and Scripture Union. They organize ISCF, Interschool Christian Fellowship, and UCCF, Universities and Colleges Christian Fellowship. And this charity is a response to what is happening in our schools, and we want to have a period of sensitization through school devotions to improve values and attitudes in our students. Many of us would have seen what has been happening in the media, the constant fights in our schools, and we want to fund a campaign where persons from corporate Jamaica, from parent associations, from the church will go into our schools through the school devotions and help our students to improve their values and attitudes. And so this charity will be supported to do that work.
Sounds good.
Fantastic.
So the date is the 19th of January. It's a Thursday. That would be, next Thursday, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, next Thursday. And I'm sure that it will be seen and heard on various media entities throughout, as usual.
Yeah, we'll be live on the major media houses,
yes.
radio and TV.
Wonderful, wonderful. So the nation will get a chance to participate.
And they'll also be leading up to the event, the Week of Prayer, which starts tomorrow. And so you can check the media for the different days. And each day we have something set aside to pray for.
Okay.
So we'll be uniting the church and the nation together on several issues.
Yes. Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. All the best with this project. And thank you so much for talking to us, both of you. Have a great day.
Same to
Thank you. Same to you.
Our pleasure. Talking there with, of course, the communications or the brother in charge of communications for the National Leadership Prayer Breakfast Subcommittee, Mr. Sheldon O'Connor, and Assistant Vice President, Group Corporate Affairs and Communication at VM Group, Miss Clover Moore. It's time for us to get inside of what we call
the Secret Sound Game.
It's on right now. A sound has been created, and we're asking you to identify that which we call our secret sound. Not ready for clues yet?
Jody.
Not yet, not yet. So think about this and tell us what you think it is. That is our secret sound. What do you think it is? 876-676-4996. That is our telephone number or WhatsApp number, 876-551-5782. Let's get to the telephone lines right now.
Morning, caller. Welcome to the Secret Sound Game. Oh.
Hello, good morning.
Ian in the building.
Yes, what's up?
Well, we're there.
Good to be here, buddy.
Morning, Ian.
Yes.
Welcome.
All right. I think it's some balls being thrown down into a container. A drum container.
Hey.
Yeah, I had me nervous a while ago, Ian. Glad you finished the sentence. I had me nervous a little. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Balls, man, from balls.
Yeah.
Balls, play ball.
No, we're here. Yeah, sorry. I'll repeat it. Somebody just turned on the radio and hear three man talk about the secret sound thing and good I wanted. Yay! What not? All right, but yeah, we know he's a man when I run out too early, because you tend to take time to think through what you're hearing, and you have won on the program before, so it seems that you're always using that strategy. Do you think you've done enough this morning to be declared a winner, Ian? Are you confident in that answer?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
why not? We're confident also. Oh, wow. Sorry, man. Keep thinking and keep trying. Take care. Have a good day, Ian.
Respect. Oh, all right. Moving on to the next caller. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Secret Sound Game.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, Talis.
Can't trick with Talis. Good morning to you.
Yes, it is. Good morning. How
Welcome.
are you guys?
We're doing well. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Oh, so nice to hear that, Talis.
Yes.
All right. I played are you near to Goshen?
No, I'm near to Santa Cruz.
Oh, okay. I played an artist
Appleton I'm near to Appleton.
Oh, you're
I can walk to Appleton.
Okay.
Yeah.
I played an artist who hails from Goshen earlier. He goes by the name Mighty Mystic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so he's from St. Elizabeth, and you know who his brother is?
Is it My guy that is in jail right now.
No, his brother is the Prime Minister of Jamaica. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Andrew Holness?
Andrew Holness is his brother. Yeah, we played a St. Elizabeth. Well, he's not living in St. Elizabeth, but a man who hails from St. Bess earlier. Big up yourself, Mighty Mystic.
I think I heard that Mr. Holness was from St. Elizabeth.
Yeah, man. And
he has a cousin that is the vice principal at State.
Well, you know more than me now. Yeah, all right, Talis, what is your answer to the Secret Sound game?
I think it's Jody trying to do some mixing on her laptop.
Mixing?
Yes.
Mixing on a laptop?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Playing some music?
Yeah. Like the drum part of it, giving that sound.
I get what you say. She experiment with sounds, man. Yeah, I got Jody a bad DJ, no. But no, Talis know everything, so. Like this. What Talis know the thing go? Good try. Alright, moving on to callers. I'm coming fast, man.
Yeah, man. Whole heap of calls,
man.
Man. This is the sound that you almost identify. Coming to think of it, Talis made a good guess, but she was wrong. Let's see what this caller thinks. Good morning, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello, Richie.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
Not bad.
Okay.
Let me just go fast, for you have a lot of people to deal with.
Okay.
It's a bamboo walk on fire.
Bamboo walk on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So all the crackling sound you're hearing is the bamboo tree them up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Who's calling?
Christy.
Big up, Mr. Christy. Yo.
Man, I incriminate Jojo.
Him step up in game, you know?
Yeah.
Mr. Christy, you step up your game.
Oh, boy.
So here we go. Not right. Have a good day.
That's all.
I get the feeling that we're getting close to getting a winner, though.
Are we?
Yeah,
okay.
I honestly get that feeling.
All right. Let's see.
Jody, I wonder where should I get Bamboo Walk?
No, wait. Jody, what am I doing?
In our lab.
Ay.
OMG. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Hi, welcome. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
So nice. Angela?
Yes.
Nice hearing from you, Angela.
I'm scared because I think once I say this, they're going to get the second answer I have. That will probably be the winner.
Oh, yeah?
So I'm going
Choose one.
I'm going to try with this one first, and then I'm pretty sure someone's going to get it after this. So I think it's someone drumming on the guitar that has a reverberate. It's connected to an amplifier and it's on reverberate. So yeah. And I know once I say that, my next answer, because I have to choose between it, I'll probably get it.
Oh, boy. She has two answers.
She went with one.
She chose one. And I wonder if it would have been better if she had chosen the other one. Let's find out. Try the next one some other time, Angela. Take care. Let's pick up one more call before we get out of this feature. Right now it's 21 minutes before the hour of 8 o'clock. Good morning. Welcome.
I've no fear.
See,
hold
on. The great one.
I've no fear. The great.
The man
I've no fear.
The man said, I am the great one.
Don't know. Bossy. Here we go on now.
Room it.
You see that sound there? What happened was a Jordan. Tricky fire. It sound like when you make, when you build, like you build an apartment and it's empty, and you don't, whether you're upstairs or downstairs, remember the place empty and you knock like a bucket like. Yeah, man, they cover the pan and you knock it.
Alright.
But the place empty, you know. So you hear that sound there. That echoing sound there.
You know, so Jody asked you for repeat your answer.
Yeah, because they get onto something.
Yeah, man.
Remember some Murphy, listen. Go ahead, Dennis.
Alright. When you're in, like you have an empty apartment, like the house empty and you're inside it, and you have a bucket and the bucket cover, and you knock the cover of the bucket.
In an empty space.
Yes, man, big empty space. So when you knock it, you hear that echoing.
Oh, like that echo thing there.
Yeah.
Yo, have no fear.
Yeah, man.
Here's a friend we ask you for repeat. It was important that we asked you to repeat, you know.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying that you're a winner. I'm just saying it was important that we asked you to repeat.
Well, when lose or join, I'm here to have no fear.
By the way, you collect a big thing yesterday.
Party, they don't know say. I saw the team set, man. Thing global. When I send it to show up on my friend, I say, yo, Dennis, you see you and Richie B. Like Gina Leonard. So I say, no, man, I Richie to the B. And him have the key.
All right, see him up on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You're up on the screen right now, you know, Dennis.
Yeah, man. I mean, say, I have no
with
fear,
a
man.
bossy gift package in your hand, you know, brethren.
I'm big up Pandemic's record.
Pandemic record, yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Well, Richie.
Yeah, man. Yeah, halfway through, we go, yes, go find him.
Man, but see it by your post.
One piece of brethren.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you find a crowd that's so quick, man?
No, man, I mean, say, I have no. I'm a response to taxi, man.
Yo, the little presentation draw a crowd in the brethren.
Well, Richie.
You know, halfway through yesterday.
Richie,
all right.
I didn't get that gift package.
Yeah, because right now, we need to give him the verdict on this thing. Secret sound. Here's the verdict. That good thing you get that gift yesterday, Dennis. Big up yourself. Have no fear. All right, that's it for the Secret Sound game. We delivered only 3 of the packages yesterday. Morris got his.
Diane.
Diane. Hold on, Romy, where are they on? Morris got his. Diane got hers. And Dennis.
Yeah,
and we have some meetings and things today, so we're not sure exactly how much we can get done.
What's Diane?
Is it Diane?
What, y'all?
Yeah, man, it's Diane, man. I did draw on that, you know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Oh, 3 call we have to make, you know. Which direction are you now, Diane? What time you ever reach over? So because I'm in around us, so now I present to Morris. Where you there?
Yeah.
She said, yo, shot board. So we say, yeah, come back down. Yes, yeah, Morris, you know, man. Morris. Big and boss. Morris sit up on the screen of the virgin. Everybody worldwide, I see, you know. Yeah, that was we met Morris over there in Winchester. Business Center. Yeah. Actually had a little accident yesterday.
Oh, John.
Some of the scraping vehicle, but I'm good still. No injuries and thing.
Yeah, we'll give that.
So big ups to the 3 of our peeps in the streets that have been just rewarded, and the others will be in the course of time.
Yeah.
Big ups every time. All right. Qyor, good morning to you and welcome. How you doing?
Morning. I'm here. I'm wide awake.
Yes. You sure?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, and all of our artists who work very late at night and the early morning can don't work well, you know. But we're happy that you made it into the studio this morning, bro. Saw you downtown on Christmas, on New Year's Eve at Fire on the Waterfront doing your thing and working out with Heavyweight Rockers.
Yeah.
General.
Yeah, gave a fantastic performance as well.
Give thanks. Give thanks. Yeah, man. I was so proud of them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
You know, we're bridging from college days. We were part of a band called Further Notice. And then we did, we graduated and transformed that to Notice Production.
Right.
So that was like, you know, since about 2015, 16, they started recording their own music. And, you know, of course, being beside them and kind of being a part of the creative processes. Yeah. It's a proud moment to see them on the stage, like really blasting it, you know. And I've seen them many times, but I told them that night was incredible.
I was
like,
impressed.
you know, I was very, it's almost like, you know, impressed all over again by my own virgins.
And I tell you this, Siobhan, I was down there with my family. And my son, who was celebrating his 19th birthday, and he says, "Who are these guys, Dad?" And I said, "You're gonna love their performance." and I kind of described what I was expecting them to deliver, including yourself, who joined them. And I say, they're gonna go off into almost like a rock type of reggae presentation. And so it happened, and the crowd was very, very appreciative of it as well.
That's something that we always sometimes you hear people afraid to try and express, but Jamaican people know good music.
Yeah, without a doubt.
So
the appearance with like Heavyweight Rockers now, that is just something that you do every now and again.
Yeah, so they have their catalog, Heavyweight Rockers catalog that they've been working on. They released the album last year. Jesse was on that album as well. He was on stage on New Year's Eve as well. So every now and again they'll invite different friends that they work with to come on stage. Right. And that night was just something that they wanted me to be a part of. So hey.
Is there any other group or any other crew that you work with like that, or otherwise it's just Qyor now as a solo?
Qyor as a solo artist, the Qyor, one man Qyor, as they say. I do a lot of creative energy. I share a lot of creative energy with Frankie Music. So the coalition is still the coalition. That's Voicemail. That's Mackie and That's Qyor. That's, that few of us there, Lali's a part of that space, Stretch, and, a lot more artists, Sage, and so on. But for me, it's been, since about 2013, I've zoned my energy fully on Qyor.
Yeah, okay. But the name Qyor is just now sort of emerging.
It's new, like about a 2-year baby.
Okay.
Yeah, it's something that was very important to shift. I've been a baby in music. Like I started back in them times. So it's
not as bad as me.
But I still have to shift my glasses after them times. Right. But it's a blessing to be able to still be here doing it and allow just a shift. It was never about the clothes or the hair or the name. It was always about the music and the soul that I brought to it, So I don't want people to get too distracted. It has shifted. This moniker is Qyor, and it does a lot for the music that I create. It's always been very vocal driven. I've always been a singer that's very passionate about singing and good singers. So the Qyor is a fitting name.
Absolutely, and Shelz, if there's one artist who by himself can be called Qyor, it would have to be Siobhan, with the kind of talent that he has. Siobhan is actually a correct name, I suspect.
Siobhan Clayton. That's my birth name.
Yeah. And one thing before you ask the question, Shelz, I interviewed Bob Andy years ago when I was working on another station, and I said, by the way, Bob, as a senior practitioner in the business, when you listen to the young emerging talents, does anyone grab your attention? And he thought about it for a little bit and he said, there's a young man by the name of Siobhan. I'm very impressed with him.
Bob, and I swear, one of the greatest inspirations in my lifetime. Him and Barry Salmon, I've seen as super, like when it comes to songwriting and just singing and keeping the soul in your performances. Bob Andy, I swear, he had a great love for Kumar from Raging Fire, and a great love for me being a part of C Sharp, because he had, of course, the band element, you didn't see that enough 10 years ago, but when he saw C Sharp and he saw Raging Fire, he was very, very impressed by us, and it's something that I really appreciate, being able to meet him and learn so much from him.
Fantastic.
Straight.
What I realize, Qyor, is that enough of the legends, as Richie rightfully said it, them call your name and them have a huge respect for you. You see like you go up on tour with people like Jimmy Cliff, Rita Marley, Tony Rebel, Tyrus Riley, just to name a few. When you go on these journeys and express yourself through music, do they give you any advice and how has that shaped you as an artist?
It touring with these musicians, I'd say I would not be the concrete character that I am now. I'm not character like a role, but character just within my own self, just a concrete sense of self, a concrete sense of my confidence in the music I want to share. You know what I mean? Like being okay knowing that it might not be that genre or that genre, but people gonna feel it. Yeah. And that's the aim, that's the focus. It was never about the little frivolous things. Yeah. It's about the belly of it all, the things that people go home with and be like, wow. That guy, I don't remember his name. But it's people sometimes don't remember what you give them, but they remember how it made them feel. That last, so working with Jimmy Cliff and seeing people, it's a rock and roll hall of fame, and people give him a certain amount of respect out there. To see that, of course, within myself is like, oh yeah, work, keep working, keep doing it. Touring with Tony was a different kind of back in fresh out of college. Just learning a lot about the road and being a part of the band. Rita Marley the same. You just learn a lot by just being around them. Them don't put you down and put you in a master class, but they're sharing so much that if you get that opportunity and don't take something great from it, then that's on you. You know what I mean? Respect, but fully.
Yeah, so it's learning, but it also inspires you a lot, I'm sure.
Man.
Yeah,
man, you write some songs like, you know, it is like life inspires art, art inspires life. You know what I mean? So if you're there and you're present, seeing all of this, understanding this, singing these, I'm singing harmonies and playing percussions with Jimmy Cliff, and I'm like, am I really on stage singing Many Rivers to Cross with this man? It's like it does something to you, like, go back to that song that you started and let's finish it. You know what I mean?
One of the big songs that you gave is the collaboration with yourself and Ding Dong, which you played, Holiday. That was Song of the Year some years ago. What's the short way to explain how it all came together?
Short way, it was a rainy day. I was tired, heading in, came to Notice headquarters. I walked in and Unga was playing this beat. And he was just playing and humming and playing and humming. And I'm like, yo, it's a rainy day. I started to mess around because it's a funny situation. But the rhythm nice. I was like, yo, what do you think about for this rhythm? And just from that, me and Craig did some vibe into it. Keely, and just a few of us were trying because I was not sure I wanted to be the singer on the track because I was focusing my energy on C-sharp band. You see me? So it's a thing where people, you go, I get all the percussing feet, but give thanks for that too. You learn a lot. But yeah, it just came forward, Ding heard it, and him just couldn't leave it alone. It wasn't created for him to be on it, but he heard it and was like, no, that trailer now miss me. And he did, like, I tell people, like, it's a great song. I won't say it's not a great song, but Ding put so much work into understanding how to break that song. You know what I mean? So like my respect for Ding is different. You know what I mean? No matter if you don't see us on stage as often, but like my respect for him different because he know how to see the vision and stick to it. Like him know how to break a good song, you know? And as musicians, that's not our strength. Like for me, and my strength.
Look at what he did with Bounce.
No, man. Him is a genius. Him is a genius.
Now, speaking of great collaborations, you have a recent one with Cranium and Dapper Dan, Dexta Daps.
Yes.
Be High.
Be High, yeah.
Interesting song. Yeah. Talk to us about that collaboration, because that's a newer one, newer generation of artists. We spoke about your works with Jimmy Cliff on stage. What was the dynamic between you and Cranium and Dapper Dan?
So I've known them a few years. But then within the pandemic, we started doing work on each. I started doing work with each of their projects. Dexter's Vent album that came out, we were just heavy work with him in studio. Then I was doing a lot of work. Kranium was coming here a lot, and we were doing a lot of work in studio as well. And one of those times, he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna do my song tonight. Work on something for you." And he said to Stacks, create something for Qyor, please. Something where you never hear him on, where you never think you would hear him on. Stacks did that, sent me something in the night, went to studio, and I was there for a bit by myself, not wanting to go into the direction of what I've heard others do on a beat like this that I've never been on. I had to keep a certain sense of, not to sound no way, but just a classic sound and a very soulful sound. As much as it might have make it sound old to a bit, I needed to kind of push for that signature to be there, you know. Many people might not be able to sing it back, but I was okay knowing that we did it on a dancehall track, a modern dancehall track. And the melody came to me. There's this very Manhattan's kind of high-pitched thing, and you're like, oh, let's work with it. You know, even if it becomes a sample, let's just work with it. Tonight, I just want to be high. It's nice, you know. Kranium loved it and did the verses there. I was working on Dapper album right afterwards, and he's like, yo, let me hear something you're working on. Played it for him, and he was like, yo, let's record.
Is that how you are as an artist, like in general, or was it because you're on a track with other singers, you needed to just make sure that your sound was just a bit different?
Yeah, you want to do that too.
Yeah.
Not in a competitive sense.
Yeah.
But in a distinction.
Yeah.
With distinction. You want to make sure that when they hear you, they're like, ooh.
Oh. Yeah,
that sound like him, you know?
Yeah.
So you've heard me sing falsetto in like different songs before. You're gonna hear it in this one now. You know, it's bringing the energy that has worked into the next song to make sure that there's a consistency, and also make sure that it's distinct. That's him. Nobody now gonna do that but him, you know?
Very often nobody can do that but him. Where you get the talent from? Daddy, mommy?
The talent.
The talent.
It's on both sides. So I give thanks for that. It really is a strong thing. Strong. In different ways. Like my pops listened to a lot of country music when I was growing up. So it was everything for me, and I think that's that's like the belly of the music I'm right. Storytelling and interesting melodies and such. Mommy is gospel driven whole life, you know. They sing a lot. Had family before on my father's side that recorded stuff and stuff out. So it was just that kind of energy growing up. It was always there. But I mean, I'm a drummer at heart, singer by profession.
Okay. That's an interesting revelation.
That would have explained the strength in the bond between you and Unga.
Oh yeah. Me and Unga go way back. Me and Unga spend a lot of time together creating a lot of things too, you know. But I do find myself like I'm always around the drummers more because I'm one of them singers. They were just
We're gonna play Be High in a moment's time, but what's next for you, Qyor?
Man, it's been a beautiful time. I experienced at this age, my father making this transition a few weeks ago. So it's been something very profound.
Condolences, bro.
Yeah, man, give thanks for that energy. But it's something very profound at this point of understanding how to stick to purpose and focusing the energy on that above all the different relationship and tangibility that you'll experience. Don't get numb by that flood of things, information and emotions, but focus on the purpose, the bigger picture. And I've had so much music, and I give thanks that I got the chance to shift my name to Qyor now, to kind of put this out without Qyor. So you're going to hear some music that you might never think, say, Jano, why I'm put out that? I'm putting them out now because I know that the people that are Jamaican like me, wherever they are in the world, them know good music. You know what I mean?
You're doing you.
Yeah. And that's even more now because I've allowed the do this, and I've given it. Okay, cool. That you want me to do? All right, me sing it. But now is really about making sure that when I do go lay down in the hours, I feel good knowing that I represented myself and the purpose that's in the belly of me. The purpose that's in me, like fully, not no halfway vibes.
And this is not because you got a big check, a royalty check or anything like that.
I mean, if you're talking about my son, the biggest gift to life.
Yes.
Sweet, you know what I mean? But other than that, for real, it is everything, man, kind of really driving it. But no big check yet. Waiting on it, though. Send it on.
Call it.
Send it on.
Yeah, man. Where can people find you? Your social media handles?
Yeah, you can find me everywhere. IAMQYOR. IAMQYOR everywhere. I am Qyor. Yeah, man. Fully.
Yeah, man. All right. So can you introduce this new song, Be High? Let's drop it for the nation. What you say?
Yeah, man. It's tonight. We're gonna be high. Keep an elevated mind. Keep an elevated spirit. Keep an elevated mood. And yeah, be high. Tonight, I just wanna be high. Magic.
Magic indeed. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. So the JMMB group will be hosting its annual Financial Empowerment Summit. We have an interest in that. JMMB Elevate is what it's called. And it's actually in its 5th year. The event is geared towards empowering more Jamaicans to rethink money and wealth creation. This year's event, dubbed JMMB Elevate 5.0, Living Your Best Life, will engage some 3,400 participants who will view educational presentations and will, in fact, participate in interactive games that will engage their minds around financial management, around investments, and also around retirement. We have internationally acclaimed author, entrepreneur, and relationship expert Paul Carrick-Brunson, who will be headlining the event alongside renowned media personality, entrepreneur, and community builder Dr. Terry Reed, and as well as financial coach Anna Palomino and others. So who are our guests this morning?
Well, our guest this morning is Kerry-Ann Stimpson, who is the Chief Marketing Officer of the JMMB Group. Morning, Kerry-Ann.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you? Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday to you too, Kerry-Ann. Yeah. Good to have you on the program. How you been?
Good. Still trying to get into the New Year groove. But yeah, man, not complaining at all.
So say all of us. Now, Kerry, what would you say is the significance of this upcoming event, the JMMB Elevate?
So I would say the significance of it is that, well, first of all, it's our 5th year, so we're excited about that. And, it's in the month of January for a reason, right? So most of us, we kind of have set our New Year's goals, what we want to accomplish. And January is a great time to not only have that conversation, but the conversation about how I want to level up my wealth. How do I want to achieve my financial goals? And so that's the significance of Elevate. It's about having those conversations right up early in the new year, where people are attuned to it, and we can give you all the information you need to know to be able to do that, and to also level up your mindset about what's possible for yourself and for your loved ones.
Would you say that financial empowerment is an important tool to have?
Oh, absolutely. Because, at the end of the day, most things we do or want to do in life has a money component to it. There's a cost to it, certainly. And while I think intellectually, as a people, we know that, you need to go to school to get education, maybe get a good job or start a business, because, again, it's about making money to do what we want to do in life. Not many people know the how, right? And so when we talk about financial empowerment, the how is where it comes in. It's how do we do that efficiently, effectively, and in a way that makes it as painless as possible.
I like that. I like that. No, Kerry-Ann, you see me now. See how me stay right now. Me's a youth where my so I want to be, financially, But that whole there, is that part there? I feel like I just need to know how to rethink stuff when it comes to money and wealth creation. Do you have like any tips for persons who are like myself, I struggle with that?
Great question, Shelz. And you know what? I don't want to give away too much of the goods because the event is coming up. But I can definitely say, it starts out with obviously knowing the difference between investing and saving, So we're told about the savings account, which has its place in the ecosystem of your financial life. But there's the investing component that you need to understand as well. People also need to know how to effectively manage debt. They need to know the kinds of things they should be investing their money in. They need to know how to manage their expenses, how to identify income-generating opportunities, right? How to make some money, right, beyond the 9 to 5, if that's your thing. So those are the kinds of high-level things that people just really need to know about. And, we're happy to have the conversation, not only as part of the Elevate event next week, but right throughout the year as we do that series of financial education and empowerment initiatives.
All right. Now, what can you share in terms of the details of this event? I think we shared already when it's taking place. What else can you tell us?
Sure, yes. So, yes, it's next week, Saturday, January 21st, right? And it's going to be, I would say, virtually an entire day. Doors will open, or we'll open the stream at about 11 a.m. and we'll finish probably at about 7 p.m. So it's several hours of nothing but non-stop awesome content, chock full, provided by our fabulous speakers through a series of presentations and fireside chats, right? We're going to be covering topics like Investing 101, back to Shelz's question, how to retire and retire comfortably and retire sooner, right? We're also going to be talking about how to create the life you want. Paul Carrick-Brunson, as you highlighted earlier, as our featured keynote speaker, will be talking about how to build and monetize your personal brand. And heads up, we all have a personal brand, so everybody can use that conversation. And so it's just going to be a fantastic day of just great information. There's an in-person component where we can accommodate up to about 400 people in the room, but we are going to be able to accommodate up to 3,000 people online to join the live stream from anywhere in Jamaica, anywhere in the world. And even if you don't get into the 3,400 because, spaces are limited, we will be recording the session and putting it up on JMMB Group Jamaica's YouTube page in the weeks following the event. So you can watch it on demand, share it with somebody who needs it. So everybody can be a part of it in some way, shape, or form.
Sounds good. So persons need to what? Register ahead of the date, right?
Great question. So at 12 noon today, we're going to be opening up the registration link. So everybody needs to follow JMMB Group Jamaica on our Instagram page and our Facebook page. We're on Twitter and on LinkedIn. Once you follow us there, the advisory will go up at 12 noon. Look out for it. The link will be there in our profile. Click on that link, and you're going to fill out the form. And then once you get in under the buzzer, and the buzzer means when spaces fill up, okay? And we've been known in the past to fill up anywhere from a few hours to a few days. So don't make 12 o'clock pass here, click. And once you're confirmed, we will email you your registration details, if you're going to the in-person component, where it is, and also if you're going online, the access link to access the live stream. Right. So 12 o'clock today we fly the gate to register. So follow us on social media and you'll be able to do that there.
All right, you'll have a flood of people registering, I'm sure. And
yes,
this is
this
is a highly anticipated event, and I suspect it's going to be oversubscribed. So persons don't want to wait. 12 o'clock today is the time.
And it's free, 99, free of charge. So no cost to attend or to participate. So don't let nothing stop you from what you want to do this year.
Nice.
Kerry-Ann, thank you so much, and good luck with this event, and all the best for this year, 2023.
Thanks so much, gents. Have a great 2023 also.
Much appreciated. Kerry-Ann Stimpson is the Chief Marketing Officer at JMMB Group. Surprise, 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 surprise.
Yeah.
It is not the double Grammy winning artist that's popping into the studio, but a very, very good friend of his and a colleague of ours and our good friend also. We thought that he only came to Jamaica and hung out with Barris and Bourgeois at the show called Intimate, and then went back up to New York in the cold private jet style,
of course.
as always.
Yeah.
But it turns out that he has been here for a minute. DJ Roy!
Man, Jamaica, what go on?
Man. We haven't heard that in our ears in a long time.
Yo, from last year.
Fast forward. Fast enough.
Yeah. Sin has been getting that with your your connections.
Good vibes with
Sin.
Sin.
I know.
Too,
Best of 5 or something like that. You know how many times I try to figure out those songs that you play. Happy New Year, brethren.
Same to you, man. It's good to see the team. You know, I was driving by. I went for breakfast and I drive by and I said, you know what, I'm gonna surprise the item and come in and just say, how was your holidays?
No, it was good, man. You know, it was a good one.
I hear Shelz has burnt his Chelsea's jersey. I don't
understand. No, man.
Shelz, we have to roll with it, Shelz. We have to roll with the blue.
I was trying to tell him that he can hop over onto Man U.
Some rather watch cricket. Rather watch cricket or something. In the meantime, no, sir.
Yeah, but it's only temporary.
Yeah. Till
by the time they win the next match, I'm gone.
No, man, not next one, but next 3.
Next 3 matches.
Yeah.
Some seasons you have to just roll with it.
I agree.
This is one of those seasons where we just want it done and start over.
I agree. Yeah.
Too many changes in one season.
And it's still early days yet, coming to think of it, right? Clearly.
Check a miracle still.
So how was the ball, bro?
Gosh, you know, ball was as usual amazing. We did probably about 1,700 people.
Oh, fantastic, Roy.
Out of the 1,700 people, I would have to say about 13 of them were women. We have a man churches in America. I'm not complaining, but I know I'm a married man. So, you know, it's eye candy for me. But Great Ball, Glamour Wayne, Road International, Uncle Carby, Moxie, and just a great vibes. And then I actually left from the ball with my tuxedo on and went straight to the airport. So I could be here for the Barry show, which was another amazing show. I've been to that venue so many times and I've never seen the venue that packed. Took me 4.5 hours from Kingston to get in the venue. I was saying yesterday that thanks to the Prime Minister, when his motorcade passed, I kind of jumped behind it and turned on my flashing light. And then after a while I realized that I was not a part of that movement.
Get back. But that is a challenge. It seems that large events at the at that venue will continue to have for a little while.
There's really nothing you can do about it unless you can widen the streets or better traffic control, especially at the roundabout areas. But it comes to the turf. If you want a show, and I won't say of that magnitude in terms of artists, but pulling so many people, you are going to have that issue. And it's an issue I'm willing to deal with to go to an event.
Like Intimate.
I agree.
Great. I wasn't there, but I saw a lot of it, especially on YouTube and so on. And wow, it was really a fantastic show. I saw Martin Lewis in one of the papers saying that it was over 20,000 people easily in that venue. I've heard estimates up to 35,000.
I've heard 49 and all of that. But it's kind of hard to tell once you've passed 20. It's kind of hard to tell unless you have grids. Like in New York, we have grids. So between this grid and this grid is 10,000. You go on to the next grid. So you have an idea of how many people is in the venue. But an amazing show. Production, sound, everything was excellent. So hats off to the team.
Yeah, man. And it sounds like it's going to be an annual event because I hear Bush already reminding people next year, January 1. With that kind of success, you'd expect them to be thinking like that.
Well, I thought he would continue his show he kept at Stadium as an annual event because I thought that was going to be something that could have been an annual event. So to get this one, it gives people more things to do when they come down for the holiday season.
I agree.
And so many people came in for it. I mean, you know, our restaurant Genesis, we sold over $15,000 worth of U.S. tickets in America for the event.
For the event.
For
Wow.
the event. And we were one of 5 outlets in New York. So
but that also says something about the popularity and the support that you get at the restaurant itself.
Yeah, simple. Yeah.
Let's not just
now go on that part.
But you know, we've been saying it here, Roy. The season from late last year right through.
Yeah.
I mean, almost every event jam packed.
Yep. Yeah.
Person spent a lot of money on entertainment over the Yuletide season.
Yeah.
And I'm happy for the promoters and everybody going out to enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
And it's great for the economy.
Yeah.
I don't know where the people find the money because we're coming off a rough 2 years.
I agree.
But they're finding the money. And,
And they're going to find it for Rebel Salute as well.
Yes.
Of course.
And I'll be back for Rebel Salute.
So you're going to come
I'll be
on.
borrowing Bobby's jet for that one. Though.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But we now talk out to the team with us.
Brethren, it is a great pleasure and a happy, wonderful surprise to see you.
No get up on the blue, you're a star.
I'll try. Me try.
Big up the family, all right?
Much love, man.
DJ Roy, our brother from the NYC, from Irie Jam Radio, popping in unexpectedly.
Yeah, that was a surprise.
Yeah, and pretty much making our morning.
Yeah, man, the legend.
Yeah, of course.